Another end of Monday Night Wars 3. Not a bad night of arm wrestling.
No, it wasn't. It was funny. There was a lot of tough matches. You wouldn't think it. If you just look at the scores, you'd think, oh, there's a bunch of blowouts. But even the 5-1s were close.
Yeah, I don't think
very close.
The scores don't really tell the story, do they?
Not at all. Especially the 2 4-2s. Those were really close.
Yeah, well, let's start right from the beginning then. We had your matchup with Wade Graves. That ended up being a 5-1 to you.
Yeah.
But it just seemed like no matter what Wade tried, you knew you had the answer for him.
Yeah. He I had to keep changing things. He was changing things up, which was good. He's a new guy, and that's what you want to see. You want to see a guy not lose, 5 times the exact same way. Keep doing, you lost, try something different. Try something different. Try something different. Don't keep doing the same thing and losing.
And he did. From one standing back and watching, it looked like he did try and make some adjustments.
And that's what you want to do. You want to, okay, I feel good here. And like I said, now I can go back and I can say, this felt good. This felt terrible.
Okay.
And some of it did. Some of it felt good, and other parts it just felt awful.
So since Wade is your training partner, so now you'll be able to take whatever happened at the table here tonight.
Oh, exactly.
When you come to practice,
exactly,
you'll be able to okay, well, here's what you're doing wrong. Try this instead.
Oh, exactly.
Now, will that also translate into what you guys do in the gym? Or now I know you guys are on a bit of a program.
Yeah, we're on a bit of a program, but I think a lot of it's not so much the strength aspect. It's what he's doing at the table.
Okay.
And I think that's just what we have to change. It's not the strength that he's lacking. It's just the knowledge at the table. And I think a lot of it too is nerves. Because he's still new, so a lot of times it's just the inexperience and the nerves. You're a little wound up type thing. You're not thinking clearly about where should be putting pressure here. This guy's doing this. What should I be doing?
You know what?
How should be countering this?
One thing you say about Wade Graves though is the attitude is great.
Yeah, exactly.
Just perfect. He's got almost a perfect attitude to make him an arm wrestler.
Yeah,
he doesn't mind listening. He'll take the criticism, and no problem. He'll come back and try whatever it is that you want him to try.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I mean, like I said, as I mentioned earlier, getting a chance to pull him 6 times in a row, I can see where he's making the mistakes, and he was making some big mistakes, putting up pressure where he just shouldn't have been making hits in the wrong direction for the pressure that I was putting up. I mean, it's a real learning experience for me tonight to see what he was doing, to be able to help him now. And it seems a few of the other guys here, we got a real chance to work on some stuff.
Okay.
And this is what makes this just great. It's a great training night.
It is. Not only is it entertaining, but the guys do get to learn a little bit about themselves and what they need to work on as well. I tell you what, a six match challenge is an endurance test and a strength test.
And the good thing about it is too, I mean, it is a challenge match, but it's pretty lighthearted, and you can even see like myself talking to some of the guys, or even though I'm refereeing, I mean, we all know it's a training thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We know where this is going. Anybody that's serious about it. I mean, if we thought somebody was really dead serious, we wouldn't do that.
Well, no, it's not like some of the other challenge matches. You got big money. You've heard
exactly.
$1,000 on the line.
Exactly. This is more or less for guys to work on what they need. I mean, the Nationals are coming up. Now's the time you got to work on your weaknesses. Find out where you're weak. Find out where your strengths are. What needs to be tweaked here and there.
Okay. That brings us to match number 2. We have Melvin Peach and Mark Rockwell. This was a toss-up, I thought, as to either way it could go.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the things the guys did complain about, I never thought about it, you forgot all about it, there was no chalk.
Yeah.
So it's, it is kind of warm under these lights, guys start to sweat, and so the matches when it went to the straps, advantage Mark.
Yeah,
when it was
definitely.
not in the straps, advantage Melvin.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if the chalk would have helped that from slipping out anyway. I mean, those slip-outs looked like they were going anyway.
Yeah, it could very well be. Interesting matchup, though, and the first couple, it looked like Mark may run away and hide with the challenge.
Yeah.
Melvin really made the adjustment.
Yeah, he fought back. He really fought back good, and I think here's another chance for him to learn what needs to be changed.
And what he needs to work on
what
himself.
He needs to work on. Perfect example. You got Mark, who's got a real strong hand, and now's a good chance to look at this and go, this is what I need to change.
Okay, perfect. Up to the next match was Ryan Purdy versus Matthew Purdy, brother against brother. 3 matches in the hook. 3 matches were straight starts. So, you know what? I thought I knew the answer to this beforehand. I pretty well did, except for that one match.
Yeah. Matthew caught him.
Yeah.
That surprised me. He caught him and
No,
he
didn't
pulled
catch
him back.
turned him into a hook.
Turned him into a hook and pulled him back.
And
That
then-
was an exciting match.
It was, and then talking to the guys afterwards, if there's one guy that has Ryan Purdy's number, it's his brother Matthew.
For sure. And it's funny, too, because when Ryan was pulling Wade, he pulled him completely different. He got in the hook. He took his time. He thought about it and, worked his way back in. Now, I think Matthew must have a psychological advantage over Ryan, because this time when he got turned into a hook, he panicked hard.
Yeah.
Every time he was in the hook, he just panicked, it seemed, and he didn't know what to do all of a sudden. Whereas when he was going against Wade, he took his time, and that's what really impressed me was that time when he did go against Wade is his patience and worked on stuff to hold back. And this time he just seemed like he panicked, didn't know what to do all of a sudden.
Because he almost felt he felt that when it was in a hook, he was at such a disadvantage, he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
If I can get this over with as quickly as possible, great. But it didn't quite work out that way.
Yeah.
And Matthew ended up taking it 4 matches to 2. And then on to our last match, Sean Ross against Chris Scott. Sean ends up winning that 5 matches to 1.
This one definitely doesn't tell the tale of the tape.
Not at all. The score does not reflect actually
Yeah.
what happened. The first couple of matches definitely went Sean's way. Chris started to make adjustments each match thereafter.
And again, that's what this comes down to. You get 6 matches against a guy. Now you can say, well, geez, I can try this, I can try that, I can try. You get 6 chances, try something.
Yeah.
And again, now you can say, well, geez, that didn't quite work.
But
Maybe
what
I
Chris
did
was doing
tweak a
towards
bit,
the
and
end
it was
was
working.
really working.
Yeah, it was going on.
Even Sean said himself at the end, his hand was gone. He let the wrist go and just tried to power through with the arm.
And the last one there, Chris could have won that if he would have got his shoulder round. It was getting down to who was bringing the shoulder round first, and Sean was up higher, got the shoulder in behind the hands, and that's what made the difference in the last match. But those were very exciting matches.
Yeah.
And a good. The hooker versus the top roller. The great rivalry type thing.
Yeah,
the hooker come out on top this time.
So overall, a pretty good night of arm wrestling.
For sure.
So for here in Nova Scotia, what's up next for Nova Scotia arm wrestling?
We got the provincials coming up in about 4 weeks' time, I believe, and then the nationals 2 weeks after that. So we got a lot of work to do here in the next month and a half.
So it should be a busy night of practice.
Yeah. Everybody be out now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, even last week, though, we saw Greg Harnish was back to practice. Provincials is coming.
Yeah, exactly.
There's something on the line. He's lost the past couple of times to Mark McPhail.
Yeah.
So
that should be an exciting one.
It could be a really exciting matchup, but
there's going to be a lot of good classes in there at the provincials this year.
Definitely.
And then
where the nationals are so close.
Yeah. You can see everybody making it up, so that'll be good too.
Yeah, so just a short
now these
4-hour
guys
drive away.
Yeah, exactly. These guys can go up and test themselves against the best in the country.
All right, perfect. So from here at Angie's in Burnside, for Rick Pinkney, I'm Scott McGinnis from Iron Sport Videos, and we're out of here.